Hi Cancers, welcome to your mid-month readings. These readings are a little bit different. I'll be placing 7 cards down and then another 7 cards on top of that. Sorry, my voice is starting to go, where I've been quite busy. A lot's just been piling on my plate here. Random stuff too, or my mom, it was hilarious. She, that card flew up, so we're going to use that. She has a friend. She just moved to Canada from Jamaica, so she doesn't really know many people. So, they're just getting adjusted. They're having a hard time. And her little girl, she's got 4 kids. Her little girl, her birthday just came up, so my mom offered for me to make the cake without me knowing. And her son was having a birthday too, and their cake was store-bought. It was a Spider-Man themed cake, and then she wanted it's Mona, I think it's, I'm not pronouncing that right. The lady at the store was so kind to tell me that. She had quite a bit of attitude, but so then like I had a great amount of pressure to make this little girl's birthday cake, and like they got a store-bought cake, so that the pressure, like, it's her birthday, I really got to make this thing look good. Or the cake ended up turning out, but I got Virgo rising too, right? So I ended up like spending like 14 hours on this bloody cake, all while my family like all came over too. So like I had to, I'm like cooking, doing dishes, everybody's eating at different times, so I'm constantly like moving, flying around, like, oh, it was just chaos, like I think I only got like 3 hours sleep the next day because family stayed over too. Then you gotta wake up, you gotta cook for everybody in the morning, and then you're still doing dishes, and it was unbelievable. The little girl liked her cake though, so that was good. It turned out apparently everybody ate it, so yeah, that was like, I was really stressed out about that, so I had to like, I couldn't do the readings until like I had some things worked out. So we're gonna get into it here. For the first card you have is the Queen of Wands. Then we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 6 of Cups. The Hermit. The Knight of Swords. The 10 of Cups. Ooh, Cancers, this is really good. And the Page of Cups is your possible outcome. It is a page, so like a possible outcome, we can change it. There's free will. Alright, you guys. So I am getting a sense here of like family, like a lot of family bonding. So that could be like hosting dinners and stuff like that for them. Birthday parties. This could just be inviting your parents over and stuff. Sorry, I got blue dye on my hand. I look like I've been playing with a Smurf. It could be getting family together and just having a barbecue in the backyard. That's what it's saying that you need to do. So you need to be bonding with family members, even friends, having like a backyard barbecue, getting them together, just or even with your girls having like a book club night or makeup night, or it could be like even like having your girlfriends like sleep over on the weekend or whatever. I'm seeing family though. This is also like gifts too. I'm seeing gifts coming from the 6 of Cups is what I'm getting, is like gifts being given to you, small gifts, like small gestures. Nothing big, you know what I mean? But like your friends could be doing favors for you, or like a lot of kind favors are being done for you. You need to focus on your family though. So like this 10 of Cups, you guys need to focus on it. So you need to focus on yourselves here. But this is also saying don't have illusions, all right, about your 10 of Cups, right? Because nothing's perfect and nothing's normal. There's always going to be up and downs, right? So like don't fantasize too much about there being a perfect ending. There's no such thing as a perfect ending, right? Like okay, so presently you guys seem like we got the 7 of Wands here. So you're quite burdened. You're defensive too. this could just mean you got a lot on your plate and you got a lot to deal with right now. But with the Queen of Wands here, it's saying you need to stay focused and passionate, okay? This is saying, too, okay, Cancers, you're looking too much outwardly for answers. And your answers need to be coming from within internally, right? Because there's a sense here, we have the Hermit coming in, okay? And this card, it's having two... I'm seeing two sides to this coin here. It's like a coin I'm seeing. So it's like two sides. So this... Looking outside can cause you problems. But looking too much inside can also cause you problems. So this is like guidance and wisdom. Okay, so there's a sense here you guys got to be careful that you're not getting the wrong guidance and wisdom. There's like... I'm like filter is coming through. You need to filter. So you're really going to have to use your wisdom, right? This is saying, though, okay, with the Hermit, this is all about self. So you guys need to focus on self, not looking outwardly, okay? Because the Seven of Wands is like, it's almost like you're seeing what everybody else is doing. And, like, that's making you self-conscious, or it's making you base your decisions off of that. And you need to stay focused to you. You need to be doing you. It's interesting because you're getting a similar message to like Taurus. So this is like understanding, okay, in life, okay, everybody has their own exam that they're given. Okay, no two people have the same paper. All right. So if you're looking at somebody else's paper to cheat, right? I'm not saying that it's like cheating, right? Like, but if you're looking at another person to see what they're doing, okay, so that would be like cheating off of their paper to see what they're doing, and then you want to do it like that. But we each have our own paper, our own exam. So if you're doing it looking at somebody else's paper, then you're going to fail your exam because your exam's not the same as somebody else's exam. It's like what it's saying here, right? So this is coming from you, knowing what you want. This is the guidance that you need to come from, right? It's got to stem from within. You got to use wisdom, though, okay? Six of Cups, this is nostalgia, looking back at the past. Okay, so if you want things like the past, okay, the past is the past. It's not going to be like that. You can alter it. You can make it similar. You know what I mean? But, like, you're growing and advancing here. So, you got to get comfortable with change. It's what it's saying. If you want this Ten of Cups, then you're going to need to create it. It's what it's saying, too. Don't look outside for what other people have as, like, their Ten of Cups, because that might not be for you. You have your own paper. What makes you happy is different than what makes another person happy. That, like, even goes with your family members. The way they did things might not work for you. Your brother and sister, like, the way they're individuals. It's not like you. You don't have to, like, if they're married by a certain age and have kids, you don't have to do that. You know, like, you can wait longer. You can work on yourself and establish who you are to create a better, more stable foundation for when you do decide to have children. You know what I mean? Like, it's asking you to be very independent. To take on the Queen of Wands, to be, like, the Queen of Wands doesn't care about other people. Well, like, she holds other people's opinions into account, but she doesn't let it alter her course. You know what I mean? Like, she's got a journey to go on, and she's gonna go on it, right? She knows that it's hers, right? She also knows that people are gonna come at her with the Seven of Wands. Like, people are gonna come at her, so you're gonna have to be the ninja, right? And a ninja understands. They're trained, so they're able to predict other people's reactions. Okay, so this is what it's saying. As you move forward and become more of the Queen of Wands and take your power, this is personal power too, I'm getting, it's going to cause conflict, and it's going to cause people to come at you, or maybe even friends and family to react differently. But you just need to understand that's because you're changing, and people aren't used to change. Okay, so it's gonna be combative to them, right? They're not going to like it. They're not going to like you saying no, or not going to like you saying yes to new chances. Okay, or some people aren't going to like that you're going to become independent. It is showing here that you're going to be independent. It's like 10 months to a year it could take. Okay, you could get, some of you could want another child, as I'm getting. Maybe your husband doesn't want another child. You need to discuss that, because your husband might be concerned about finances, okay? So if that's the case, then, well, then you need to be making adjustments financially and try to make things work and pre-plan it, maybe. All right? Some of you might get an unplanned child. I'm seeing friends and family is really important for you to get out and have some fun, right? And I don't mean like fun as in drinking and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because the people you want to be associated with are the people that you don't have to drink with, you know, to open up and be kind and loving with, or to express who you truly are. The people you want to be associated with are the ones that you can go out and have new experiences with. So whether that mean going and trying tandem biking, you know, with a friend, having the barbecue in your backyard, you know, like trying, you know, like myself, I tried paddleboarding, you know, finding a friend that will do that with you. New experiences is coming through for you guys. Okay, so your outside influences is this Knight of Swords guy. So this guy, you're related to somehow. For some of you, it's a brother. He's coming up as your older brother. Okay, you can look to him for advice, okay? And you might have to get him through a difficult time right now. You're going to have to be empathetic and compassionate towards him. But he will protect you. It's coming through as he will protect you. He's fighting some battles right now. So be patient and kind with him. Some of you guys, this is talking about your kids, getting them involved in dance and stuff like that. Even for people that are older, like 20, 30, 40, 50, you can go to dance classes, it's saying, could be quite good for you. So with your partner, going to do tango or something like that could be really good. For you single ladies out there, going to, like, getting some of your girls going to hip-hop classes, jazz class, whatever type of dance that you guys want to do, right? There's all sorts of things like that out there. What is coming through, Cancers? Well, that's odd. Okay, that's odd. The seven of Wands for you females. This is talking about self-defense. Learning, maybe some of you females need to learn some self-defense classes. It's very important, okay? That could build your confidence up, all right? Like, knowing that you can take care of yourself in all aspects, right? Like, you see a lot of women out there that, you know, when they get touched on their butt, or like there's some men that will actually smack them on their butt and, you know, like corner them, or, you know, like sexually assault comes in all different ways. It doesn't have to be, you know, like, you want to be able to, and some women like kind of take it and then go and tell somebody, oh, you know, this guy did that, or they get very timid and kind of like just remove themselves from the situation, you know, like, and a woman should be able to handle herself in the sense that, you know, like, you should be able to learn, like, it's coming through, you need to learn self-defense. I don't know why, but you should, there are maneuvers that you can use. Like, if a guy comes at you in that manner, you should feel confident enough to, like, put him in his place. You know what I mean? It's like a dog attacking you. Like, you got to grab it underneath the jaw when it's running at you, and you got to have your knee up so its chest hits your knee, and you can get your hand comes under, and it's a distance behind the knee to base protection, and you use your forearm with the dog. But you want to get the dog underneath the jaw, and then because your arm's there and your legs blocked it, you're able to take your arm and use that to drop the dog down onto his back. And when the dog's dropped on his back, that's, you've put him in a submissive state, and like, the dog will struggle for a bit, but then he'll eventually stop struggling, and like, he knows you're the boss, right? Like, there's a sense here of you guys needing to be able to do that. I don't know why, that's so weird. So like, even because I am seeing like friends and like girlfriends, family members. So even getting your female friends to go to a self-defense class with you, and maybe doing that, like making it a point like once every 2 weeks. There's an importance here of that. If you have children that are even 13, 14, 12, 11, maybe going to do it with your child and teaching them self-defense. You need some sort of knowledge here in self-defense. And I'm getting like physical self-defense. I'm not sure why. Uh, this could be like maybe somebody around you. You have a friend that could maybe like down the road get attacked or something like that, and maybe you're gonna be the reason that they're able to like. If you go to self-defense classes and you've learned stuff, maybe you're going to be verbally sharing that somehow with other people around you, and that's going to provide them safety. There's something here like that. There's like, it might not even be you that, it could be a friend. So you might be able to protect that friend by you doing that, taking them to the class with you, or maybe even your child. There could be an incident maybe with your child where they get like bullied pretty bad or something like that, and they'll be able to protect themselves in that sense. You know what I mean? But it also gives confidence. It'll really build up your confidence. That's a weird message that's coming through. So the next card we have is the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Devil. Oh, this dude's been popping up all over the place. The Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So you guys are being spiritually protected. That's coming through here. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this is talking about being detail oriented. Okay, so with your passions and stuff like that, you're gonna have to be really focused. It's basically like saying like you got to put your head down and be a bull, and just plow through everything, not allowing outside influences to mess with you. The Two of Swords is talking about a choice. Okay, so you guys are having in here too, it's talking about you're going to be tempted with the Devil here, and you're gonna have to bypass that. Some of you guys, this is holding on to the past, emotionally, what happened in the past. It's talking about like you got walls and boundaries, but this is also talking about like switching your mindset from negative to positive. Okay, so if you think that the past is going to replay itself, then it is, because you're thinking about that. So you gotta flip that coin and think positive, that there's potential, a positive outcome. Okay, so this is gonna come in. It's the Eight of Cups. In order to release any emotions, okay, you're gonna have to use your wisdom, okay. You're gonna have to have hope, though, right? It's talking about addictions, though, so you could have some sort of addiction. For all of you, it'll be different. But for some, this is talking about obsessing over the past. You're going to have to let that go. Whatever happened in the past, you're going to have to let that go, because that's going to hurt you. Some of you guys, this could be somebody in the past coming back, and it's going to tempt you. It's to try to take you off course. You're going to have to release that situation, whatever it is. For all of you, it'll be different. The Nine of Pentacles here. You're going to be given opportunity with the Nine of Pentacles. This is talking about like being self-sufficient on top of the Knight of Swords, right? This is planning. Long-term planning is coming through too. I'm getting your ideas. Write them down. Always write them down. People see you as somebody that's pretty well-to-do and well off. But I'm getting foresight here. You guys are gonna have to have foresight. So don't overlook the details. Don't go too gung ho. You know, trust yourself. Look at the details, and in about 9 months or so, you're gonna see the benefits. You're gonna reap the benefits of it. Okay, so this is mental clarity, and this is talking about what you need to do, and it's on top of the Ten of Cups. So you need to get rid of the illusions of these happily ever afters. Okay, knight in shining armor is coming in. or this perfect woman or perfect man, all right? No such thing as it. You're gonna have to create your happily ever after. Okay? Like, it's saying that you guys are gonna have to be quite independent. The devil can talk about codependency. So if you have people that are codependent on you, then you have to remove that, is what it's saying. So the possible outcome with the Eight of Wands, this is a lot. This is at the end of the month, it's saying. It could play over into the next month too. But it's saying it's a lot of quick, swift messages coming through. A lot of ideas, left, right, and center coming at you. A lot of opportunities, even a lot of options. Travel. It could be traveling. Some of you guys could travel. It could come up quite quickly. Your child might need to travel or have a trip. It's saying here too. This is also talking for you mothers out there, okay, with the devil here. Okay, so it's like you can't. Your child might feel like you're overbearing them. You know what I mean? They need time to themselves. Like, it could be like you don't want to let your kid go on a school trip or sleep over at a person's house. Attachment issues. You know what I mean? Like, there's just some sort of like letting go a little bit. Your attachment to money too. Okay, so if you're like looking at a new opportunity, don't look at it as in the financial aspect of it. You got to consider that, of course, but you got to. It's coming from yourself. Like, really enjoying and being true to yourself is coming through here. The Eight of Wands, though, this is like what's going to be coming at you won't be grounded. And with the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, it's talking about you're going to have to ground it. Okay? With the Hermit, you're going to have to be wise. With the Eight of Cups, it's talking about you're going to have to let go. So that could be let go of self-doubt, or that you can't do it on your own, or that you're not good enough, because the cards are all saying here you are. The cards are all saying that you have the ideas, you have the vision, you have the passion, you have the desire, you have the vision. With the Ten of Cups, it's like you need to have the willpower and the determination is what's coming through. Okay, and you got to have a clear mind, so you got to stay balanced. So it's like detoxifying the body even too could be coming through. So you're more clear-minded. Listen to some music, some positive music to if you're feeling negative or you get stuck in a situation or you're indecisive and you don't know what to do, listen to some music, some happy, upbeat music with positive lyrics that could really like benefit you guys. After you hear those songs, even dancing around, you know, I'm a Sag, I constantly have music on and I'm dancing around. It elevates you and you get a clearer mind, right? Like, because it leaves the worry and the burdensome behind you. You'll get the quick, swift, clear messages, you know, like Albert Einstein. I actually have that. I was reading the book behind me. I'm just gonna have a sip of tea here. Sorry, my throat's hurting. Albert Einstein, when he was ever stuck on one of his problems when he was trying to come up with theories and stuff like that or solve them, he would go to his violin and he would play a song, and then he said that that was his meditation, his way of meditating. That's what cleared his mind, elevated his vibration, and distracted him. And he always said, like, after even his wife, who was his cousin, his second wife, who was his cousin, Elsa, she would say that the second that he would do that, after he would do it, he'd go into the den and play the violin. He would get his solutions would come to him. He would have the next equation to the theory. You know what I mean? He was only getting it step by step, but eventually, over like a long few years or whatever, he was getting the necessary information to get him to the next phase. Okay, so that's what's happening here. Okay, so you might need to, you know, like find what clears your mind out, because that's gonna, like, once you've learned what works for you, then it's gonna give you at least the information for the next step to get you to the next step. Okay, so don't be looking at 10 to 20 steps ahead of you, just the next step. That's all you want to focus on. And then when you like get stuck and blocked there, the universe will supply you with the next step. I'm getting with the cards that the universe is going to be giving it to you, Cancer, step by step. so you don't get overwhelmed, and they're doing it to nurture you and to get you into a proper position. They're using kitty gloves with you guys. It's so cute. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like this, like, you got tricycle wheels because you're a Cancer. They know how sensitive you guys are, right? Like, so you, like, they don't, like, they want to see you succeed, so they're going to do it in the best. They're going to protect, like with the Eight of Wands, you're getting protected, like you're shielded. It's purple spiritual. You got two people here, so it's almost like you're being protected is what I'm getting. Like, they're gonna get you there. You're gonna wobble, but they're gonna have their hands beside you, so when you tip over, you're gonna be caught, and they're gonna guide you a little more. Like, yeah, you guys definitely have some success coming to you. Keep your heads up. You're on the right path, and stay positive. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now.